the way back to each other. Months passed after the truth was revealed. Keith could no longer blame Brenda, Calvin, or anyone else for the choices he had made. The lies had influenced him, but he knew the final decisions had still been his. So, he decided to change, not to win Sarah back, but because he no longer wanted to be controlled by the wounds that had once controlled him. He began confronting the pain he had carried since childhood. He learned that much of his anger was not really about the people in front of him. It came from old wounds, fear of rejection, and the feeling that he had to protect himself before anyone could hurt him. For the first time, Keith stopped running from those wounds. He learned to pause before reacting. He learned to communicate instead of exploding. He apologized when he was wrong, instead of allowing pride to speak for him. Slowly, his anger became manageable. And as he healed, something else returned, his self-confidence. But it was different from the confidence he had once possessed. Before, Keith's confidence depended on being wanted, admired, or chased. Now, it came from knowing who he was, and knowing that he did not need to manipulate anyone to prove his worth. One evening, after months of healing, Keith finally decided to speak with Sarah. He did not prepare excuses. He did not blame Brenda or Calvin. He simply told her the truth. "I hurt you because I was insecure and afraid of being rejected. I believed things without asking you for your side. I tried to make you jealous instead of communicating with you. I'm sorry." Sarah listened quietly. She could see that the man standing before her was different from the man she had known before. She also knew that healing did not erase the past. Forgiveness did not mean pretending nothing had happened. "I never stopped caring about you," Sarah finally said. "But I needed you to become whole for yourself, not for me." Keith nodded. "I understand now." They did not rush back into a relationship. Instead, they started again as two people who had learned from their mistakes. They talked honestly. They respected each other's boundaries. They stopped playing games and stopped allowing other people's opinions to define what they felt. Little by little, the trust returned. One day, Sarah smiled at Keith and said, "Maybe we were never meant to find each other when we first met." Keith smiled back. "Maybe we were meant to find each other again, after we became the people we needed to be." And this time, neither of them chased. Neither manipulated. Neither feared. They simply chose each other freely. The love that had once been interrupted by wounds, jealousy, lies, and pride finally had a chance to grow, not from desperation, but from healing, honesty, and mutual respect. Keith had not won Sarah back by making her jealous. He had found his way back to her, by becoming a man who no longer needed to make anyone chase him.